been hearing so much about Toni as the mother of the community, and now is a chance for you to have a few stories of my experience of her as my mother for 68 years. And I'm speaking on behalf of my two brothers who live on the East Coast, Jim and David, and myself. So one of my earliest recollections, poor little bird, Mom says, when I cradle the lifeless chickadee in my 5-year-old hands. It's one of my earliest memories and an example of two consistent lessons that Mom always gave. Sympathy for all creatures and a call to action. I remember my baby brother crawling around getting his diaper all smudged on the floor of the Henry Wallace campaign headquarters where Mom was licking envelopes for his presidential campaign in 1948. She made lemonade for our neighborhood stand where we were trying to raise money for the kids in Worcester, Massachusetts, where a tornado had come through, and we never had tornadoes in Massachusetts, so it was horrifying to us as young children. She always taught us, despite the insulated white community that we grew up in, we always knew about the lynching of Emmett Till, about the abuses of Jim Crow, and about the Northern prejudice that was around us. The McCarthy era triggered lessons of First Amendment rights and the dangers of fear-mongering. She raised organic vegetables and nurtured a compost pile years before Earth Day. Always turn the pages from the corner. Books are precious, and library books belong to everyone. By word and deed, Toni taught us to care about our natural world, to show tolerance and empathy for others, and to be active citizens. She also surrounded us with music and beauty. I remember her standing in the doorway of the bedroom that my brothers and I shared and singing not only lullabies, but sea shanties and folk songs, as we, of course, said, "One more, Mom, just one more, please." Later, we had 2 grand pianos in our living room, and I would come home from school every day to the sound of all kinds of kids getting their piano lessons. And much more pleasant to listen to was every evening when she would play her own music and practice the piano. She and Dad would play records from Brubeck and Count Basie to Bach to West Side Story. We were taken to international folk dance festivals and square dancing, museums, and always surrounded by great literature. And I think this love of creative expression is one of the lasting joys that we all have and that Toni still lives out today. I think at age 93, her unspoken message is keep on keeping on. She still serves, I think we've been hearing most of this, she's still on the Friends of the Diamond Library, cleans up the Diamond Park, hosted a house party for Libby Schaaf's campaign last fall, and eats still from her organic garden. And we've already heard about her swimming, her hiking, her qigong, the piano and recorder playing that she does with Judith. What an example for the community, for us, the great-grandchildren and grandchildren. And we were proud that she's Mother of the Year, but prouder still that she's our mother.
What a beautiful tribute. You're a lucky daughter to have a mother like this. Now we have Adam Ettrick, grandson.
Well, thank you very much, and good morning. Good morning. I am Adam Ettrick, and I'm Toni Locke's grandson. My son and daughter joined me on stage today. So I was extremely proud to hear that my grandmother was going to be Mother of the Year for the city of Oakland. I was humbled, though, when she asked me to speak on her behalf. So as I pondered what I was going to say, I figured that most everything that is good and right about being a mother would already have been said prior to me getting up here and speaking to you all. So I had the epiphany that I might find some smarter people, funnier people to help me write my speech, and that's these guys. So I asked them, I said, when you think of Grandma Toni, what do you think of? And the first word that came back was inspirational. Wow. Right, big word. But I think a very apt word. And so that inspiration, as I thought about my speech and all the things that are good about being a mother, Toni epitomizes. But certainly an inspiration to us all, a dedicated community leader, a caring, nurturing person, a truly active person. Frankly, she works out more than I do. If that's not an inspiration, I don't know what is. But to that effect, I think that we just want to honor Toni and tell her how much we love her and how great we think she is.
Happy Toni Locke Day, City of Oakland.
Yay.
This is like, a fantasy for me. I have known Toni Locke since the mid-90s, and I consider her to be one of my mothers. And I have a pretty good one to start with. I met Toni before I ever had any thoughts or dreams of being in elective office. When I came as a guest of our mutual friend Mary Morris Lawrence, who, by the way, would say that your family is very attractive. And I met Toni at the Neighborhood Newsletter Task Force, and this was a group of neighborhood volunteers that were not only trying to promote understanding and knowledge and activism within local communities, but to also build community. And I was a little bit late today because I was making a mosaic octopus at the Maxwell Park mural installation, so I had a good excuse. Toni, you are joining an impressive pantheon of former Mothers of the Year, including my own mother, Barbara Schaff-Schock. And I can just think of no one who deserves this honor more. That is such an inspiration, and that epitomizes the type of mothering that the city of Oakland needs. And so it is with great honor that I get to present to you the 2011 Oakland Mother of the Year Award. So if you can come forward. It's real silver. I can come to you.
Real silver.
I used to hold this.
I can get that.
Right there in the middle.
Well, now you're on your own feet like always.
All right, the Mother of the Year, Toni Locke. Oh, I think you'll need some.
It's wonderful. I think I know almost all of you.
You have to get the mic a little closer.
So I'm going to be formal because this is a formal occasion.
Be a little closer.
But I'm going to be brief. I'm going to put my cane down because I really don't like it. But as Mark Twain said, about old age. It's mind over matter. It doesn't, how did he say it? I always forget the punchline. It doesn't matter if you don't mind. That's what he said. So I'm very happy to be here in one of the city's historic parks and to have this great honor come my way. I look very much forward to joining the other mothers over there out of the limelight. I want to thank the Department of Parks and Recreation that sponsored this occasion, and I want to thank my City Council member Liddy Schaff and my colleagues at the MacArthur Metro and all the others who nominated me, and I want to thank my dear family for their support. Working as a community volunteer in the city of Oakland brought me some of the greatest learning experiences of my life. The main lesson I learned is that in volunteer work, you can only succeed with the help of other people. I see in this gathering today many of my teachers and many of my helpers, and I remember many more that I don't see here. And this is not a time to go through the whole list, but I am being given credit for a lot of what other people did. And I only hope that they will share with me the honor that's coming my way this year. Volunteers work for love and satisfaction and not for money. Volunteers enrich the quality of life for all of us. Of course you need money and you need professionals to run a city, but these are hard times and Oakland is going to need all the love we can give her. I'm glad to be represented by Liddy Schaff as my council member, by Jean Kwan as my mayor, and by Barbara Lee as my congresswoman. Thank you, Libby. Where are you? There you are. And thank all of you, Ann and others who made this occasion successful. And I wish everyone here a happy Mother's Day.
Sit down and hold your flowers and everything. We're not quite done yet. That would be lovely. Then you have to go back.
I don't have to go up the steps.
We'll put him in charge here, can't you? So you can sit here in the glory of your roses.
This is for later stuff. All yours.
Oh, thank you.
You'll get a haiku in the email.
Congratulations. Just heard about this. I'll celebrate. We'll go for breakfast. Yes, I still have it. So, congratulations. Well,
I guess we're in good company because we
yes, I think we're still getting
Oh, hey! I'm excited for 10 million years.
I'm keeping up.
I haven't gotten
Is she your primary subject? Such a great
I had all this great training.
Oh, it's okay. Look, we have a bunch of votes. That's so fantastic. Well deserved. Oh, yes. Wonderful.